Hello, beautiful, and welcome back. I hope you have had a fabulous week or a few days or however long it's been since I've talked to you. But I just want to give you a quick heads up that my retreat, Style Reset Retreat, is coming up, and the early bird pricing is only good until December 15th. And we're getting down to the wire, so I don't want you to miss out. If you missed our Q&A, we had a Q&A on Wednesday. You can go back and watch the replay over in Style by Mary Michele podcast on Facebook. It's our Facebook group. You can request to join. I'd love to have you over there. But you can go back and watch the replay because so many women have been reaching out and asking, what are we going to do? Where are we going to be? What's going on? Now, I do have a page that tells you all the details. We've since been updating it. And you can find the link in the show notes, or you can go to Style by Mary Michele. And Michele only has one L, just like the podcast. But I would love to have you join me. We're going to have women from all over. And I know it's going to be such a powerful, powerful weekend. I have so much goodness in store, and we're going to be giving ourselves a makeover from the inside out. So you do not want to miss that. And early bird pricing ends on December 15th. So definitely grab that, because right now you can sign up for the retreat and the VIP option for the same price that the full price of just the retreat will be. So you definitely want to grab those bonuses, get in on that VIP option if you want to take this deeper, and don't miss a thing because it's going to be good. And I have not taught what I'm teaching in this way. I have taught style for 14 years, actually really more because I've been a fashion designer, but I have not taught things in this way. So if you've ever worked with me before, just know you're going to, of course, do a review of the basics, but we are going to go deeper and create some lasting results that you are going to be blown away by. Today, we're talking about how to instantly look slimmer. And I know you guys have been reaching out. So many women want to know, what do I wear for a belly or a muffin top or a large bust line or something? And this is one of my most requested topics, how to look slimmer. Now, I want to share with you today these slim tricks that can visually help you to look pounds lighter. And what I found over the years is that there's so many things that you can do just with your clothes to look like you've lost weight. I know on those days that I've gained a few pounds, having these tricks up my sleeve has really helped to boost my confidence and help me feel great. And I know right now it's the holiday season, and I don't want you missing out on any event because you feel like you've gained weight or you don't feel like you like the way you look. It's all good. You are beautiful no matter what your size, no matter what your shape. And with these tricks, you can visually take off pounds and help you to feel fabulous. I want you to walk in feeling like a rock star, not feeling like, oh, I've gained weight. I've gained 10 pounds or 20 pounds or whatever it is. Okay, so you're here, you're healthy, and you're fabulous. So get dressed and let's go, right? Let's go. You got people to meet. You have things to experience. You have life to live. I don't want you letting your weight or your self-image or your style hold you back. Now, if you're feeling frustrated and feel like you've gained a few pounds, then I have 5 tips. Actually, I'm going to share a few more, but of course I can't help but sneak a few in there. But these are quick hit tips. And so take one, take them all, and I will invite you, if you would like a printout of all of these tricks. I have a super quick, easy PDF for you. You can print it out. You can put it in your closet. Go to Style by Mary Michele podcast on Facebook. Request to join, and you can go download that PDF because I want you to have these in your closet. Print it out, hang it up, refer to it as much as you need to, but it really helps you to take this deeper. And I want to gift you with this. So come join me on Facebook and you can download that. Now, my first one, like a glove. Fit is key, ladies. You know, you hear me talking about that a lot. Fit matters. And if you are hiding out in baggy, shapeless clothes, then you're visually adding pounds to your frame, even if they're black. That's the surprising thing. Now, I know you might be thinking, well, if I just wear black, I'm going to lose pounds, right? Well, not necessarily. Hiding out in baggy, shapeless clothes can visually add pounds, even if you're wearing black. Can you believe that? I've seen it. I've seen it happen, and it is true. And so what I have found is everything that I teach. Wear clothes that gently skim your body and watch how the pounds just visually fall off. Now, what I mean by this, it does not mean go out and buy things that are skin tight and that show everything. What I recommend, though, is to wear things that gently skim your body, meaning they fit well, but you have some ease. They're not too tight, but they're definitely not baggy. They show your shape without conforming to every lump, bump, and bulge. It's going to give you a much more flattering silhouette, and you're going to feel fabulous. Now, it helps if you know what your body type is and you know how to dress for that. And if you've taken How to Find Your Signature Style, my flagship course, there's a link in the show notes if you want more on that. If you've taken that course, or if you've worked with me personally, you know your body type, you know your signature silhouettes, and that is half the battle. If you're just putting on any clothes and hoping they work, it's not going to help. If you're wearing something that is in the right size, but it's not in the right cut for you, it could be making you look bigger. It's not just about size. It's about how it conforms to your shape and how it creates balance. And when you can know these things, then you can wear the right cuts. I remember my client Susan came into the boutique, and you guys hear me talk about skinny jeans. I feel like I'm talking about skinny jeans all the time, but this is a great example. Why? Because my client Susan came into the boutique and she was wearing some, they were straight legs, but they were kind of like baggy straight legs, and they were very long on her. And she had rolled them up. And she said she came into the boutique, they felt good at the waist, but they just didn't look like she wanted them to look. She said she felt frumpy. And I took a before picture, and if I can find that, I'm going to post it in the VIP group. But she wanted new jeans. So I sold a pair of skinny jeans for her. And I know what you're thinking, skinny jeans are out. They are not out, ladies. They are not going anywhere anytime soon. Skinny jeans are here to stay. And in my opinion, they've crossed over to become a classic. They may not be on trend, but you do not have to get rid of your skinny jeans. So that is good news. But when Susan came out of the fitting room in the skinny jeans, she did a double take. I mean, literally, we all did. We were like, oh my gosh, what happened? Because she went from wearing these jeans that were a little bigger on her, a little baggy, to wearing these slim jeans. And it visually took off, I mean, literally at least 15 pounds. She could not believe it. She's like, what happened? And I explained to her that when you wear things that conform, that fit your body, that are right for your body type, that create balance, it will visually take off pounds. Wearing things that can be baggy or bigger than you are and hide your shape can add pounds. This is why all the big, the baggy, the flowy pants that are on trend right now, they're not right for everyone. Sure, they look great on a model who's very, very thin and very, very tall. However, the rest of us don't really look good in those. And so this is where I want you to look at what's right for your body type. Don't look at what everybody else is telling you you should be wearing. Look at what you know to be true for you and trust that. Because like my client Susan, when she was able to wear something that really fit her body, it worked wonders for her. Why would you not do that? Why would you not wear that? Just because baggy jeans are in style? No. She did not feel good in the baggy jeans, and her confidence was shot. So when she put the skinny jeans on, she felt amazing. That is the difference that wearing things that fit you like a glove can make. Number 2, create a column of color. Now, this is another concept that I teach often, and it is one of my best secrets and one that we have been teaching in the boutique for years. But aside from being a slim trick, it is also, side note, it is a great outfit builder. It is, even if you don't want to look slimmer, you can use this to easily create outfits. A column of color basically is when you create a long, lean line in the same color. And to start, what I recommend is wearing a dark tank and skinny pants. This works best with skinny pants. You can do it with straight legs or full pants as well. However, it is most slimming with skinnies. It could be black, but also think about other colors: charcoal, navy, forest green, burgundy, espresso. You could even go bold: purple, hot pink, cocoa, chocolate, whatever works for you. And then here's where the magic happens. Top it off with a long, lean, go back to point number one, like a glove, a lean cardigan, meaning it fits you like a glove. It's not big and baggy. A cardigan, a jacket, or a kimono. Now, I encourage you to wear something that's a little bit longer, and that should be in proportion with you. So if you're more on the petite side, it could be longer. However, you don't want it to be too long for you. And what that does is it creates a long, lean line. And so the darker color will be more receding. So it will make you look slimmer. And then if you put a cardigan or kimono or jacket on in a vibrant color or a medium color or a light color, that's what you see. And you want it to be a long, lean line. You want your cardigan, you want your third layer to be very fitted. And when I say very fitted, not skin tight, but it skims your body. It is one of the most flattering silhouettes. And if you want to elongate it even further, wear shoes in the same color as your column, or boots, especially boots if they have a heel. If there's an unbroken line and you don't see any skin on your foot or ankle, it will elongate even further. Now, this can actually visually make you look taller too. But you can also create a column of color with a dress. A dress doesn't have to be long to be a column. You could easily do it with a knee-length dress or a sheath dress, all sorts of different types of dresses. And then wear a cardigan or jacket. Maybe you want to go a little bit shorter. But it's like magic. And I tell you, I have had so many clients over the years. I cannot count. And I want to tell you a story about a client, but I feel like they'll just kind of blend together because I've done this for so many clients. Number 3, spotlight on. I encourage you to put the focus on something you love about yourself. If you have great legs, wear a short skirt. Make your eyes pop with a bright color. Wear a scarf in a color close to your hair color or your highlights. And see how gorgeous it can make you look. All anyone will notice is how great you look. So this is what I tell clients all the time. If you have gained a few pounds, great. You're still beautiful. Bring the focus to your face. And then people will be so captivated by, wow, you're wearing a scarf in your eye color. You're wearing a top that makes your hair look gorgeous. They're going to be so blown away. They're not going to notice anything else. And what they're going to notice is how confident and gorgeous you are. So put the spotlight on something that you love. Play up your assets, downplay your considerations. There are no flaws ever. And watch how the magic happens. People will look at you like, wow, who is she? I want what she's got. And only you will know the secret. Number 4, go long. A surefire way to create length and look slim is to wear something that's long and lean. Kind of like we talked about in number 3 with the column of color. There's something about wearing something that is a little bit longer. You're not cutting yourself off. Avoid anything that's short or boxy that cuts you off, especially at your widest point. And go for a longer, curved or angled hemline in your tops, your tunics, your jackets. And so if you've gained a little weight around the middle, don't wear a short top. go long. Wear a longer top, something that has a little bit of ease to it, a little bit of flow to it, and that gently skims the body. Now, again, you want to stay away from a tent or anything baggy. You want something that skims the body without being too fitted. Jackets, somehow a long jacket, especially over a column of color, it just slims. It visually slims. But again, it has to be in proportion with you. When I say go long, there is no one size or one length that's right for everyone. Pick the length that works for you. Up your sleeve is number 5. Now, this is literally, if you've been in the boutique, you've probably seen us do this, or if you've watched any of our videos, I'm sure you've seen this trick. Pushing up your sleeves. Now, I don't know where I learned this, but it is literally a game changer. I have had client after client after client. And the funny thing is, I've actually been doing this trick for many years, because I remember when I used to have my first boutique, head over heels, that was back in the mid 90s. I remember I did design a line of clothing, but we also carried a couple of lines. And there was a great line that we used to carry called 2-Star Dog. And this gorgeous hemp line, it was like hemp and cotton and velveteen and all these beautiful fabrics. And I remember there was this one particular top that we had in, and everybody loved this top. It fit everybody like a glove. It had princess seaming, which that's another trick that can help you get a great fit. But the sleeves, so the body fit really, really well, but the sleeves were really baggy. And when people would put it on, especially if they were a pear shape and they were a little bit wider below the waist, and they held their arms down by their sides, it visually made them look wider. And so I actually did alterations at the time. This is many years ago. And I would offer to alter that sleeve for everybody who bought it. And it made all the difference. By taking out the fullness of the sleeve, it visually took off pounds. And then if they pushed it up or rolled it up, it took off pounds even further. Because the fit of the body was great, but the sleeves were making it look baggy. And so pay attention to your sleeves. If you feel like, oh yeah, the sleeves are really stiff and boxy, or they're standing away from the body. That's a term I use a lot for fabrics. Does it stand away from the body? If it's a stiff fabric, it's probably going to make you look bigger. And especially if it's a sleeve, it will stand out. And so if you see your silhouette's going to be a lot wider. But a remedy to that can be pushing or rolling your sleeves up. Now, we do have a couple of great videos that we've shot. I'm going to post one this week, Style by Mary Michele podcast. I'm going to post that because it's one of my favorite ways to roll sleeves up. Now, I always like to give credit where credit's due. I did not come up with this, but it is actually called the J. Crew cuff. And that's where I learned it. I remember being in J. Crew, I don't know, 10, 12-ish years ago, actually probably longer than that, and seeing how they had done that with their men's shirt sleeves. And I quickly adopted it because I love to roll my sleeves up, but I just don't feel right when you just cuff it and then roll it back. It just never felt right to me. It just felt kind of matronly. And this is a little bit more of a modern way, but what I love is the way that I teach it, the J. Crew cuff. It actually helps your sleeve to stay rolled up. So if you have more of a slinky fabric or something your sleeves just don't like to stay, this trick will help you. So I'll also try to post that over on IG. So up your sleeve. But the other thing I want you to think about is pushing your sleeves up. There is another trick that I teach, and it's interesting because I have a reel on IG that I posted recently, and it's basically where you take a rubber band and you put it over your sleeve. Now, I don't recommend using hair bands because hair bands are kind of small and they will cut off your circulation. So, but I recommend a rubber band or some kind of, you could use a hair scrunchie or something, but put it on top of your sleeve. And then you want to push your sleeve up and then just kind of fold it over the band so you don't see it. It's one of the best tricks ever, especially for, say, a jacket, a blazer, that you can't easily roll the sleeves up and maybe the sleeves just don't stay when you try to push them. This is a wonderful trick. And I remember, I think it was back in the 80s, my mom actually had these elastic bands she'd wear on her sleeves. Now she wore them to push her sleeves up when she washed dishes. So it was for a functional purpose, but nowadays we can do it for style. We can do it for a slim trick. And I've had quite a few people reach out and say, "Oh my gosh, I still have my bands from the 80s." Pull them out, ladies, because if you do, this is where you're going to put them to good use. But try that, especially if you have something that's a thicker fabric that you can't easily roll up. So just know these stylist tricks can just make such a difference. I always tell clients, get dressed and then play with your outfit. Don't just let it be. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes people make is they get dressed and they just walk out the door. They don't take the time to say, hey, do I need to push my sleeves up? Do I need to do a tuck? Do I need to do, tweak something, change something, tie it, wear it differently? And sometimes it's that last little bit, like pushing up your sleeves or putting on a great scarf that makes your eyes pop. That can be the game changer. That can be the last 10% that finishes off your look and helps you feel more complete. All right, let's get through this really quick. One more time. Number 1, wear clothing that fits you like a glove. Number 2, create a column of dark color. Number 3, put the spotlight on something you love about yourself. While you're at it, say something beautiful to yourself. Number 4, go long. Create length to create a long, lean line. And number 5, up your sleeve. Use your sleeves to create a slimming look. Thank you so much for being here, ladies. Thank you for showing up for me and for showing up for yourself. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I hope you will do something for you today. I'll see you on the next episode.